Hey, what is up guys, Tava here, and just over 2 years ago I made a video review of my YouTube MCN, which is a multi-channel network, ScaleLabs. Back then I stated that it was, quote, the best network, but now as it's late 2018, I have questions about that. So, do you really need a YouTube network, and is ScaleLabs still good if you want a network? So, it's the end of 2018, which means I've been with ScaleLabs for almost 3 years. I joined in January of 2016, and I made that review video having been with the network for about 10 months. And what I say in that video is true, I believe that, and for the most part, I still think that's true about the network, but there's a few things that have changed, and it's 2018, so do you still need a network? So in the past, ScaleLabs Support has been really good with getting back to you, answering your questions, and doing what you want. And over the course of time, they raised me from a 60% share to an 85% share, which is what I'm at right now. 85% of the money goes to me, and 15% goes to ScaleLabs. However, I haven't had a revenue percentage change since about April of 2017, and I thought around now is time. So about 3 weeks ago, I emailed the ScaleLabs Support asking if they could raise my percentage from 85% to 90%, just to see I've been with them for a long time. And they have not yet responded to me, which is really out of the ordinary because they used to respond within 1 to 2 days. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with their support. I think it's still good, but it could be getting worse. Another thing is that over time the network really hasn't changed that much. When I reviewed the network over 2 years ago, the apps and sponsorships are pretty much the same as they are today, which is kind of disappointing that they aren't adding a lot of new stuff, but it's understandable because it costs them money. That being said, there's literally only one reason I'm still with ScaleLabs, and that reason is Epidemic sound. I've talked about it a bunch before, but Epidemic sound is basically a really cool sound library where they have music, sound effects, everything you could want completely free with ScaleLabs, which is just awesome. And really the reason I'm still with ScaleLabs is because they give me this membership to Epidemic sound and other sound libraries, but primarily Epidemic sound, for only 15% of my revenue per month. The cost for creators on Epidemic sound is $15 per month, so through ScaleLabs I'm basically getting a significantly reduced price for the same content. I did some math and it turns out I'm paying $7 to $8 for something that's usually worth $15, so I think that's really worth it considering I use Epidemic sound music in pretty much every one of my videos and projects. The other thing that I mentioned about ScaleLabs before, which I still think is true, is that they're really good with payments. What they owe you, they always pay pretty much by the day that they owe it, which is really awesome, and they always get back to you if they don't pay it on that day. So lastly, the question I'm really asking is, are MCNs worth it in 2018? And I think for small creators like myself who are making under $100 per month, yes, it's worth it. The benefits outweigh the costs. However, if you're a bigger creator, you're making more, it's really not worth it because you're just going to be paying them more than they give you benefit for. So honestly, if you're a larger creator, just using AdSense is probably a smarter way to go. If you are a smaller creator though and you want to try out ScaleLabs, I have a referral code in the description below that you can click and sign up to ScaleLabs. But anyway, that's it for today. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.